Hi everyone, I am Bhumika and today we have with us Aditi Lunkar. She secured All India rank 5 in CS Executive. Besides that, she also secured All India rank 18th in CS Foundation. She's also pursuing LLB from Jodhpur University and we are elated to have you here with us, Aditi. Welcome to our channel.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bhumika. And thank you so much, Fraternity, to have me on board. I am like beyond words to describe because I've been following this channel for quite some time and I never really thought that you guys would be featuring me one day. So I'm very, very thankful to you guys.
The pleasure is all ours. So let's begin with your journey. First of all, कभी सोचा था कि All India rank 5 आएगा and how did it felt?
No, it's a big no. I never really thought that I would be securing an AIR 5 in CS Executive because lately I was so distracted and I was not, I was things were not falling right into places. So I never really thought that even I would be able to ace this exam or not in the first place. I was not even sure of passing both the modules in one go. So this was not the case at all, and it's still unbelievable that I have secured this rank. And is this me only? Not able to, this feeling is still very unbelievable.
Um, I want to bring one point to light for all our audience is that Aditi secured this rank in a third attempt. But I feel I really appreciate this kind of consistency when people come out with such flaring marks after working so hard. And I'm sure it must have taken a lot from you because you have to give the same attempt. So what how would you describe your experience?
So I would just say that it was just a roller coaster ride for me because it was not easy for me to manage two professional courses. I've been enrolled in a 5-year law program. So I have my 10 semesters and the exams of CS, which happens in June and December, and the same goes with my semester, they happen in June and December as well.
Okay.
So it was like very challenging to decide whether to, drop CS or do simultaneously both of them. So in my second attempt, I literally did this. I gave two exams in a day, like three hours, two exams. I have given that, and I've experienced all of it. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, बिल्कुल nerd question मैं पूछने वाली हूँ अभी. We want to know the preparation strategy, how you prepared everything you can, share with the students.
Okay, so basically, this is a very personalized question because strategy differs from person to person. And for me, I have learned from my failures, and I would like to tell everybody what mistakes I did and how I improved them. So basically, for CS executive, I think modules is that one thing which you should stick to, and because one thing is that you don't get to revise things because the exams are continuous. So you have those 8 days, you don't get time to revise. You just come the other day and you have the exams the next day. So I would like to suggest all of them that for MCQ papers, just make your own short notes so that beforehand you have those so that you can revise them multiple times. For theoretical subjects, I guess reading modules and using flowcharts to remember the law so that you can retain it for a longer period works fine. And for practical aspect, I was a bit weak at those subjects like accounting, cost and management accounting. So I had to, dedicate more time in practicing questions and figuring out how can I ace this subject. So yeah, just figure out what is your weakness and what is your strength and just go accordingly. Like theoretical was my strength and practical was not. So I differentiated my time likewise and for I would just say that stick to modules, stick to one particular source of subject and read it multiple times. So that works.
All right. So, deciding your strength and weakness and working accordingly. All right. So, again, a very nerd question. Coaching करना चाहिए, self study करना चाहिए. This has been the confusion for everyone. So, what is your advice for students?
Okay. So again, this is a very individual decision which you have to take according to your, how you can take things. So I was not a coaching person at all. I am just, there is nothing better than self study because at the end of the day, I think you are your own master. I think that. And besides that, if you want to take coaching, just don't go like 7 subjects take. So just don't go ki 7 subject ka tuition de rahe. Don't do that. Just figure out what you can do on your own. So if you're able to, cover something on your own, then just do it by yourself. And otherwise, I would just suggest that there is a lot of guidance provided on YouTube. Like it's free. So you read something on your own, then you can, clear your doubts via that, because I basically did that only. There, I did not take any coaching from anywhere. So I was more of a self-study person. And even if you're going for a coaching, be selective in your subjects, like what coaching you want to go for, or it's like that. So if you are like finding it difficult to read law all alone, so you can take coaching, because it's just a very vast syllabus of law and law. It's like very boring sometimes. I guess a lot of times it gets very boring. So it's like one thing which you should decide what you're good at, what you can do on your own. You must go with that, and you should do it on your own. I would just suggest that.
Very important point that she had made here is to go through YouTube, because even CS ka bhi I'm sure obviously hoge videos for CA and CFA also. All the videos are there on YouTube, but it's on us कि हम कितना जाके explore कर सकते हैं. So that's a very important point. And above everything, it's free. So make sure that you explore YouTube as much as you can. All right. So abhi we will move to some important points while you were, designing your revision strategy for the exam. So what kind of preparation should one do before, like 1 month before the exam?
So basically, my point is, I was sticking to the modules only which were provided by ICSI, because that is the framework, and nothing will go out of that. So since the exams are on a continuous basis, there is no preparation gap in between. So I believe that this exam is not testing your knowledge, but your patience level, that how you can maintain your motivation throughout those 8 days. So basically, what I did was, the module is around of 800 pages per subject, I would say that. So I decided that I would, summarize that module into 300 pages, which I can, revise 1 day prior of my examination. So one thing I would just mention is, just make your own points the way you can understand, be it Hindi, English, or anything. You just, summarize things, because the syllabus is vast. You cannot cover in like 7 to 8 hours prior, because you have to sleep also. Yeah. Then one thing is this, that you should summarize things, and the other thing is, just get your hands on as many as past papers you can, because then you know the pattern of the exam, the type of questions they are asking, and how you have to present your answers while attempting the paper, so that does not waste your time in the exam. While you're writing, that you're not even able to figure out from where you should start, because this happened with me in my first attempt. So that's why I'm learning from my mistakes, and so that's one advice that I would like to convey to everyone.
वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. जैसा हम लोग टेक्निकल एनालिसिस करते हैं स्टॉक मार्केट्स में पास्ट ट्रेंड्स को देखते हुए, सो इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू डू दिस टेक्निकल एनालिसिस फॉर योर एग्जाम्स ऑल्सो, एंड लाइक as she mentioned, learn from as many past papers as you can, so that will be a great icing on the cake when you appear for the exam.
So like for this attempt, I literally I literally did all the papers of all the subjects from 2012 to 2019, like from पूरे सब कुछ कर लिया कि नहीं अब तो छोड़ना ही
तो
नहीं.
बस रैंक ही आने वाला है बस. All right, it worked out well for you, so kudos for that. Chalo, next moving on to the real D-day, the exam day. और because CS में law ज़्यादा है and theoretical obviously थोड़ा ज़्यादा है. So what are your like important points that you would want to mention कि exam में कैसा answer लिखना चाहिए?
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier that I did all the past year papers, so I I make sure that I am writing answers. Like I decided in a period of 6 months, I decided that I'll write 2 to 3 answers daily, be it whatever subject, be it securities law, company law, or anything. I decided that I will write 2 to 3 answers per day. So day by day, I just figured out that brevity and clarity is what you need in these exams, because these are not college exams that you can write anything. You just have to be concise and to the point. whatever you want to present to the examiner. So
Hmm.
it should be like that. Brevity and clarity must be your two principles while writing the exams.
Hmm.
And practice few papers, like attempting them fully 3 hours, so that you are not able to, so that you are clear with how you should start your answer, because the pattern is sorted.
Hmm.
You get case laws, so you are clear, like you'll introduce the case, then you'll give the facts, and then you'll conclude it on some point. So I
Yeah.
was very clear on exam day that I have to start it like that. So
Hmm.
get your hands on practicing answers.
Hmm.
That helps a lot, and that really helped me. So that's it.
That's nice. That's nice. So, moving on to besides CS, so you are also pursuing LLB, and you have been very active in the activities which are organized by ICSI, and you know it is very difficult to manage time between all these things. So, how do you manage time?
First of all, I am a very passionate writer. I love to write, be it formal or informal. I write. I love to write.
Hmm.
So essays and articles have been a constant motivation besides studies, that I can do this and it can boost me up.
Hmm.
So I constantly participate, even in the the programs organized by NLUs and all of that, in
Hmm.
the articles and essay writing competition.
Hmm.
So I guess this is something which is more of my passionate side. So it does not require any extra time. It's just an inner motivation to do anything apart from study. So
Hmm.
I like to write. So I manage my time. My college is not so regular. Matlab I don't attend college itna. So I
Okay.
am able to differentiate between CS and college. And one thing also I would like to mention, that after studying CS, I don't find my college difficult.
Yeah,
I don't find
that
it,
happens with a lot of students. Yes.
and somehow the course is similar, because anyway I'm reading law only, so that it is
Hmm.
easier for me.
All right. So, because you have mentioned all these activities, can you give us a brief about some activities which are organized by the institute and which you have participated in?
Okay. So most of people don't know that ICSI has been regularly and actively organizing activities for students, like every month. There
Hmm.
is a thing called student month activities, and they tell a month prior that what is going to happen the next month.
Okay.
So you can find all of the details on the ICSI's website. And if a student is enrolled in CS, he'll anyway get mails and messages on a regular basis.
Hmm.
So I participated recently in an essay writing competition, and I secured a second position in that. It was on the topic meetings during pandemic. So how virtual meetings can take place. So my topic basically was accelerate digital and accommodate virtual. This is what
Okay.
I top. This is
Interesting.
what
Hmm.
I chose. So uh, apart from that, there are also like quizzes. Recently, there was a securities law quiz organized by the ICSI in association with BSC, Bombay
Okay.
Stock Exchange.
Okay.
So they are very, very active in, promoting students and all of stuff like that. So there were like seminars, moot courts, and quizzes and everything. So it's like they organize it every month.
Hmm.
So you can participate. It really boosts you up, and it's
Hmm.
great.
So don't forget to check out ICSI ka website. All the information is there. And once you get bored with the syllabus, don't forget that you have quizzes and essays and a lot of things which are
College.
organized by the institute. So check the website and check the details. In case you have any confusion, you can obviously connect with Aditi on LinkedIn. And Aditi, last bit of advice for all the CS aspirants out there.
Okay. I would like to mention one thing, that everything happens for a reason. And so even if you're failed 2 times, it might, like, you might end up in getting something which is better for you.
Yeah.
It happened in my case. And also I would like to say that it's just an examination. Don't hamper your life with
Hmm.
this. Just don't be harsh on yourself, and constantly remind yourself that you can do it, because this was one motivation for me. I am an dangerously optimistic person, and one book, even there is one book which has been which has left a great impact on my life, that is Power of Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph
Yeah.
Murphy.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that you should never doubt yourself, that what is your ability, nobody knows better than you.
Hmm.
So I would just say that don't be harsh, but be that much confident and aware ki, yeah, I have to get out of my comfort zone to achieve this. So I basically would say that it's just an exam, and you can do it. If others can, you can also do it. So that's it. Just don't give up, because I would personally mention that I was about to give up if I decided that I will leave CS if I will not pass this time. So I just decided that I'll just leave this course. This course is not meant for me. But it's sometimes when you're about to give up, you'll get surprised by life like this.
That's a ton of motivation and positivity from her. I'm sure you like the video. And in case, again, you have any doubts, you can connect with her on LinkedIn. Thank you so much, Aditi, for joining us.
Thank you so much.